Welcome, folks, to this rainy edition of Everyday KT. Tonight, number 177. And tonight, we're talking about the right tool. Now, this could be figurative or it could be factual. You could say, I need a screwdriver, so I have a screw gun. Right tool. Could be figurative. It could mean I need the right tool. You know what that means? That means I need somebody, a person, who can do the following things. So, for those of you who are paying attention or saw my Instagram video from this morning, you'll see all kinds of cool stuff about me heading out, going fishing with my son, 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, and you had that really cool picture of me, the video, casting like a pro. Well, that is what inspired today's video, the right tool. So, in order to understand what you need to get a job accomplished, you have to know what that job entails. Hey, Dave. So before I get into that, Dave, how are we doing on the smoking? You still holding strong there? We'll get into that in a minute, Dave. And for those of you who don't know, Dave's been with us for a very long time. He decided to quit smoking some months ago, and we just keep... Good job, Dave. Awesome. Congratulations. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Where's his accountability? Making sure he's still doing what he's doing. So, had all kinds of awesome ideas. This morning it was a picturesque day. It was beautiful. The sun was out. 6 o'clock in the morning, you're out there in a t-shirt and a kilt, and you're not cold. It was gorgeous. So we're out there. We're fishing. Quinn, my son, he had some bites. So he says, I don't know, I'm not on his rod. And something went afoul with his line. So I'm like, well, I'll fix that. So I gave him my pole. And then I took his pole and I fixed the snarl. And I cast it, and everything was fine. So we trade back poles, and he casts, and he gets stuck. Well, he had one of those little 1 ounce weights, and it gets stuck in some rocks. Okay, fine. So I grab the pole, and I'm pulling on it, messing with it, and pulling, and trying to get it to come loose, trying to work the gear loose. Either that or snap the line, one of the two. Because those are the only two options that I foresaw as actually happening. Well, there was a third option. This is that third option. See that right there? That's a broken fishing pole. That's what happens when you don't have the right tool for the job. See, while this looks like a really nice, well-made fishing pole, it costs $17 at Walmart, including the reel. What do you get for $17 at Walmart? You get what you pay for. I pulled and I snapped the top of that right off. Now, the reel may still work, but it's not, obviously, it was not the right tool for the job. We were out there, hopefully, trying to catch some striped bass. Those things can get pretty big last I checked, but we had those poles. And I didn't know, because I did not do my research, that those poles break. So of course, I went back and looked, and, the ones that I'm looking for, the ugly sticks, are about $50 a pop. Okay, save up, invest, buy the pole. But there's a lesson there. It's, if you're going to do the job, first, understand what it is you're trying to do. So how does that pertain to everything that we've been talking about for months now? So you find that thing that you love doing. We talked about this a couple days ago. You find the thing that you love, and you find what you can do, and figure out where they dovetail. So when you find that out, you find that job, that thing that you love, don't just jump in head first, not knowing what you're doing. Figure out what that job takes. Does it require specialized training? Does it require skills? Does it require degrees? Does it require certifications? Does it require physically having a set of tools? You can't be a carpenter if you don't have a hammer. That's just the way it works. Understand what you're getting into. Get out, when you're researching where those two things intersect. Figure out that thing that you love and that you can do, that job in the middle. Understand what that takes. And then get the right tools. There is a very real reason why a good set of wrenches will cost you $60. Because the Walmart wrenches that cost you $6 will last for 2 bolts. If that. Because they are not super high quality tools. You're getting tools to fix an immediate problem, not something that's going to last significant amounts of time. That's why, I always say when people ask me if I'm going to buy something, you buy it once. You pay a buttload of money once instead of paying a little teeny tiny bit 50 times. Ultimately, that 50 times will be far more expensive than that one time. That's why I bought this sporn. One time I paid a lot of money for a sporn. I got this expensive, $250 maybe. I don't remember the exact price. I bought it once, almost 10 years ago. This sporn belt, same thing. Very old. Paid a lot of money for it. It's still there. Most of my kilts, I paid a significant amount of money for the kilts that I bought or traded a significant amount of my time and skills. And they still are going strong. Get the right tool for the right job. Now, when it comes to you doing what it is that you want to do and doing what you love, become that right tool. If your chosen path requires you to speak in front of people, go get good at it. You might not like it. Most people don't. Go get good at that thing. Learn the skills that are necessary to perform that job so that you are the right tool for that job. So that when potential clients, potential customers, even friends who just seek some wisdom come to you, you have the tools, if you will. You have the skills, the understanding, the confidence, the ability, and the capacity to do what it is that they want, they need. You are able to fulfill that need. Now, if you're able to fulfill a need, especially if it's a significant need, you're never going to be without work. You're always going to have a way to fall back and say, well, I can always do this. That's how I can support myself, my family, my whatever. Always have those skills, that knowledge, that understanding, that ability. That way, once you've mastered whatever the tools and the skills are between what you love and what you can do, and you can find where they meet, the only thing holding you back is you. That's it. Nobody else. Because if you're good at what you love, you're set. Go for it. Especially if it's something that's in need. If you love computers and you love people, video, helping people, teaching people, educating people on how to utilize the tools that they already have, just don't understand. Huge market for that. I can't count the number of people I know who have no idea how powerful this is. It's my phone. How powerful that thing is. People went to the moon with less juice than this one phone. Less power than that one phone. One phone. Call people. Search Facebook. Look at cat videos. More than what went to the moon. So, make sure you have the right tool for the job you're trying to do. For heaven forbid, you're out there and you need a screwdriver, as it were, and all you have is a hammer. The screw isn't going to become a nail. It just doesn't work that way. So, that's the message today. Understand what it is you're trying to do, and make sure that when comes time for you to accomplish whatever that might be, whether it's something you are doing, or something you manually or physically, or something you are educating, empowering, teaching people, understand the tools necessary, whether they're physical tools or mental tools, as it were. Understand what's necessary so that when you go to do the job, you can complete it effectively and successfully. So with that, somebody throw up a kiltology. Somebody throw up a kiltology, because it's very simple. Get the right tool for the right job. You got a nail, you get a hammer. You get a screwdriver, you get screws, you get a screwdriver. You have students, you become the teacher. If you have a group of unmotivated, uninspired people, you become that inspiration, that motivation. That's the thing. If you're in the woods and you don't have any clothes, you get a kilt. Simple. The concept is painfully simple. The implementation is impossibly difficult because you have to figure it out. But you can, because you have that confidence, you have that ability, you have the drive, and you have that desire to be that successful person who knows how to use the right tool at the right time for the right job. Dave threw out volume 1. Let's see what we got. I love this one. I absolutely love this. And this is why I've been trying very, very diligently not to keep these things rolling for hours and hours and hours, or 30, 40 minutes, or whatever. Kiltology number 50. It has been proven without a doubt that all kilties are imbued with the natural ability to bullshit, prattle, yammer, and carry on about absolutely nothing for excessively long periods of time, with or without the presence of alcohol or anything actually interesting to talk about. It is also widely known that the average kiltie's ability to tell grand stories of all manner is legendary, especially in the presence of other kilties and bonny lasses. So what does that mean? Heaven forbid you're in a situation where you have a lot of people and time to kill. Find a guy in a kilt, say, please talk to these people. The odds of them being able to weave a Herculean tale that would make Shakespeare jealous is almost given. Almost. As more so if you either have other kilt wearers, women, or Scotch, or some combination of those three. The women more so than the other two, but, you know, a man in a kilt's ability to tell a tale, especially if he's been wearing a kilt for a significant number of years, is in itself boundless. Because he's been through, or she has been through so much and talked to so many people about why he's got a kilt on, that he has been forced to creatively invent an entire universe of reasons why he's wearing a kilt. And those can be applied to any story, anywhere, anytime. And with that, I'll let you go tonight. Everybody have a great night. Remember, figure out what that tool is that you need to use and understand how to use it, and use it well. Because you can. And because it's awesome. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Be strong. Put a kilt on.